be talking about international students here in the US and tax. So when it comes to tax, there are a lot of uncertainty with international students, including myself. So I recently found out that international students are required to file tax every year, regardless of their income here in the US. So last year I worked on my OBT, and this year of course I filed my taxes, but I was not aware that I was supposed to be filling out a form previously when I didn't even work during the calendar years in 2018 and 17. So apparently there is a form called 8843 that needs to be filled out by international students, and we basically on that form we're stating that we did not work and earn any income here in the US, and we would have to send it off to IRS before June on that calendar year. So a lot of the taxes are due, especially federal taxes are always due on April 15th every year. So for that form 8843 must be filled out and sent to IRS before June. But FICA tax can be exempt from international students who are on F1 on non-residence status. So if you've been here less than 5 years, and if you are on F status students, if you're working on your CPT or OPT, some sort of employer on campus, then you are exempt from paying FICA tax. FICA tax is Medicare and Social Security tax. So I paid Social Security and Medicare, both of them last year when I was working on my OBT. This year I claimed for it to get that returned to me. So when I was filing or claiming for my FICA tax, I was told that I need to contact my employer and request for it, and if the employer has already filed their taxes to the IRS already, then I would have to claim it individually directly. So that's what I did. I already claimed it, and hopefully sometime during the summer I will receive it. F1 visa holders, you need to find out exactly if you would fall under residence or non-residence category. If you've been here in the US more than 5 years, then you would fall under residence and you are able to file your taxes electronically. However, like myself, I've only been here for a couple of years, therefore I would fall under non-residency. So non-residents are people who've been here for 5 or less years. Residents are people who have been here on F visas, not only F, but there are other visa categories for 5 or more years. So if you've been here more than 5 years, then yes, you can file your taxes like any other citizen or US permanent residencies would. However, if you've been here in the US less than 5 years, then you would only have to file your taxes through mail by submitting your hard copies. I had to do that. I really prefer the online version, that I'm sure it's faster, but however, it was a policy and a requirement that I had to follow. A lot of people, a lot of friends of mine have used TurboTax. If you have, I would advise you go and talk to your accountants about it, just to see if that would be okay, because I'm not an accountant, I'm not tax specialist, so I wouldn't know. I almost used TurboTax, but after realizing that I couldn't, there are forums that are applicable to international students, which is 1040 NREZ. Those forums are not offered on TurboTax. So after realizing that, I've searched for international students tax filing, and then spring tax came up. All you need is fill out their questionnaire that you do after signing up. You need your information such as your I-20, your visa, your I-94, and when exactly you arrived, and how many days of the year that you've been here, and then they'll determine if you are a non-resident or resident status, and they'll fill out all of the necessary forms based on the answers that you give to the questionnaires. So I found it very handy. I had to file my 8843 and 1040 NR, as well as my state tax, and also my dependents, my husband and my kids, each have to file 8843. So now that I know that I have to file my taxes even for my F2 dependents every year, I will. If anybody out there that didn't know, if you have your F2 dependents on you, even if they're children that are minor, under 18 years of age, they still also have to file their taxes by filling out a form 8843. And I will put in the link how to access that form. I will put in the link about FICA tax exemptions for international students at the bottom in the description. I will also put in a link from Department of Homeland Securities explaining about international students and tax obligations. I use Sprint Tax, so I will also put in the link for Sprint Tax as well. I know they work with a lot of universities in the country, so I would advise you to talk to your tax specialist at your university or your international students advisor. They may know better. I hope it was helpful for some of you, and if you did like the video and if you'd like to get more information about international students for my future videos, please like and subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye.